Hello everyone, I'm DaveAce, and here is a quick little news update regarding Sonic Rumble, and I think it's something that a lot of people have been looking forward to hearing addressed. So, Sonic Rumble's major milestone, new rewards, and addressing player feedback. So it seems if you join the new milestone mission starting on November 18th, you can earn up to 300 red star rings completely free and find out how they're making the game better for you. So let's go ahead and read through this newsletter here. Hello Rumblers, thank you for your dedication to Sonic Rumble. Our goal with Sonic Rumble was to build a game that Sonic fans would love now and for many years to come. Over 15 million players have already joined Rumble worldwide, and the reception has been incredible. The Sonic Rumble team sends its heartfelt thanks to all of our players and everyone who shared their experiences and suggestions. Your feedback is crucial in guiding the team to improve Sonic Rumble, and our goal is to continually make the game better. We've surpassed 15 million Rumblers. Here's a reward. We are continually reviewing player feedback and iterating on methods and mechanics for obtaining items in order to make Sonic Rumble even more approachable while keeping Rumblers eager for more. As part of this effort, we'll be holding a 15 million Rumbler milestone mission to celebrate surpassing the 15 million Rumbler mark together. From November 18th, 12 a.m. Pacific time until 8 p.m. Pacific time on December 17th, Rumblers that partake in this mission can earn skill stars, tune-up wrenches, a total of 300 red star rings, and other items during gameplay. Our plans for future improvements. We are also looking at making improvements to the following areas of Sonic Rumble. Making items like skins and red star rings easier to obtain through playing the game. Making the shop and in-game content more achievable. Revising the gameplay interface and tutorial to add greater clarity on how the game functions. The team is hard at work implementing these changes. These improvements will be introduced in upcoming updates, both in the short and mid-term, as soon as they become ready for release. Now let's clear up how you get the red star rings in the game. We noticed that some of our explanations about key game designs cause confusions. As reflected in player feedback, we have designed Sonic Rumble in a way that allows players to obtain items in various ways through continued gameplay. There are multiple opportunities to earn red star rings and skill stars in the game, including stage challenges, emblem ranks, achievements, and Rumble ranking. We acknowledge that we failed to clearly convey where you can obtain red star rings through gameplay. We will continue to explore ways to communicate this information more effectively, and we hope that Rumblers will also try their hand at earning these rewards in game. Concerns around needing to purchase items to win matches. We've also noticed that the current flow of our tutorial for Sonic Rumble created a misconception around match outcomes and post-match reward. While the score bonus and subscription influence the amount of post-match rewards earned, they do not affect the amount of rings collected during matches and subsequently do not affect the outcome of matches. However, with our current tutorial flow, a character-related offer will appear following the description stating that your position in matches affects your score. This flow of information has led to a misconception, leaving many concerned that purchasing characters and other upgrades is necessary to increase the likelihood of winning matches, which is not the case. We will work to improve the way information is shared during the onboarding process and revise the results screen in a future major update to provide clearer communication on how scoring works. As we wrap up, your feedback and passion inspire us to keep pushing forward and make Sonic Rumble the best it can be. Together, let's keep building and growing this game. Alright, so I just want to give a huge thank you to the Rumble team for, just being transparent about this, because, the biggest thing with Sonic Rumble, the biggest issue with Sonic Rumble is that communication has kind of flatlined here and there. You would hear something, a couple weeks, months go by, and you wouldn't hear anything back. So I do want to appreciate them just being straightforward and being upfront and being like, hey, we are listening and we are going to find ways to improve and make things better on our end for you. You don't see that happen a lot with a lot of mobile games, and this just goes to show that they are very, very serious about continuously growing and making this game as much as a fan-loved Sonic game as it can be. I do appreciate that they are outlining the issues in the game, such as microtransactions, and hoping that making the shop and in-game content more achievable means that they are going to be adjusting the prices as well. And then obviously, they're looking to make it to where you can earn skins and red star rings easier while playing through the game. So I'm very, very excited to see what new ways they plan on implementing, new ways of getting red star rings in and skins in general. Like, personally, I've said it before, I think if you're buying the battle pass, it should have red star rings scattered throughout the battle pass rather than the 30 that you get at the end of it, because it just, I don't know, it feels kind of like that would be something like you would allow to happen in something like this, especially with games similar like Fortnite. You are able to purchase the battle pass with the in-game currency, and the way that they handle that is you buy the battle pass and then they give you enough I said red star rings, but they give you enough of the in-game currency to then be able to purchase the battle pass again at the end of the season if you don't end up using the in-game currency while playing the season. So that could be something to look into and explore, of having more ways of people being able to earn red star rings. I think another thing that should also be focused on is these event passes. While I know that there's a lot of people like to get the battle pass, you know, there's some people that are turned off by the fact that you have to buy the event passes as well. And I think just having, like, again, a way to purchase these passes with red star rings, you know, obviously making it to where it's the exact same amount equivalent to purchasing it as you would get red star rings for. You don't want to give these passes away or anything like that. But I still feel like there should be some kind of use of the in-game currency to purchase these passes, just in case, you know, someone wants to get this extra thing and they don't want to spend like up to $30, because if you have like the battle pass and then you have battle pass plus and then you have the passes and then you have the passes, which you can get like the plus thing for as well, where it instantly unlocks a skin and gives you some extra benefits for paying extra, like that's perfectly fine. But like, it just, I don't know, I feel like there should be more of a flow in like how to handle purchasing the battle passes and just overall changing the in-game currency and what it can be used for and what it can't be used for. I also appreciate that they are revising the game interface and tutorial to add greater clarity for how the game functions, because I've had people come in and ask me various different questions about how early game stuff works, and I just recently went in and played the early game myself, and it's like drastically different from what I vaguely remember before they did the entire like overhaul to it. And I think that the tutorial session is a bit too long and isn't really clearly stated that you have to do 5 matches before you can actually get access to everything else. I feel like you should have the tutorial stage and then maybe doing like 1 or 2 matches before you're able to unlock everything else, because I get that they probably intended to do it that way so that people joining the game, I think it's like a way to like kind of filter out like maybe bot accounts or something like that. I'm not really too certain what the overall like accomplishment of that was, but I definitely think it should be shorter, because I know that I was on my friend Jess's stream the other day and she was trying to get some friends of hers on to Sonic Rumble so she could stream it with them, and everyone was kind of confused about how many matches total it took to actually get access to the rest of the game's modes and actually be in the game per se. But that's just my own personal feedback that I can give. I again appreciate the Rumble team for taking the time to do something like this, as well as rewarding players with such as 300 red star rings as a way to say sorry and just like keep people informed. If you want to keep more updates for Sonic Rumble, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell, because I'll be covering news updates as they come out. And if you haven't already, be sure to go into Sonic Rumble. As if you were going to go to your settings in Sonic Rumble, there is a news tab that you select and it'll take you to a tab where it'll have all the news. They don't send push notifications out for that. I think that's something that they should start doing. Thank you again to the Rumble team for the transparency and trying to clear things up for people. I look forward to seeing these changes, and hopefully they are for the best. Also, add Tango.